Greetings, fellow geeks, and welcome to another episode of Geeks Like Me with me, your host, Drake and Red Fox. Today on the show, we have Mohammed Hussein here, one of the previous South African champions in Heroclix, talking to us about Heroclix. Mohammed, welcome to Geeks Like Me.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
So, I see a whole bunch of little figurines. I see Superman, and I see Batman, and Flash, and Wonder Woman, and Wolverine.
Yeah, a lot of the major superheroes.
Yeah, like it's like little figurines that you can collect. But what is Heroclix exactly?
Okay, Heroclix, let's take a step back. Similar to, I'm a chess player, played a lot of chess. It's similar rules to that, but now you throw in the superhero factor. And like any geek is, superheroes, Marvel, DC. It's a game based with superheroes, their unique traits and abilities. As you can see here, I've got Phantom X, there's Flash, Batman from DC. It's a game you build of, think of it as a war game. You build a team of 300 points, each figure has a point value to them. You assemble an army, each one has a unique powers and abilities, traits, and you play against your opponent. You play it on a map. This map, for example, you put your force on either side, and then it's guns blazing. Who's the better superhero? Are you a Marvel fan, DC fan?
Both.
Yeah,
Actually, but more of a Marvel fan.
Yeah, so you mix a bit of both. There's the meta teams that you build, and the power pieces, or you just have a casual game of X-Men vs Avengers, or the Justice League vs Avengers. So yeah, it's quite fun.
Cool. So just as a look around, I see like on the little tiles, there's a whole bunch of. It looks very nice and it looks very intriguing, but also looks a little bit complicated.
Yes.
On the dials itself, I see all these little symbols.
Okay, let me run through it. Yes, as a new player coming on board, it'll be, what's all this? So much jargon, what is all this crap? Well, let me go through it. For example, let's look at the boot symbol. That is a speed value. That means he has a 11 movement, which is 11 blocks on the map. Each block is 1 square, so he can move 11 blocks. Then we have a fist, which is attack value.
Of course, punch you in the face.
Exactly. So let's say if Phantom X had to punch Batman, Batman has a defense of 18, which is your shield. Let me get this there. 18 defense. So you will compare his 11 attack to his 18 defense. Now this is where rolling comes in. So we play with 2 dice and we roll. And it's a 9. So on his 11 attack, you add the 9, which gives you a 20, which beats his defense. And that does 3 damage, which is that symbol there next to that burst sign. 3 damage. So what happens is, I'm going to ignore combat values now, or powers. You click his dial 3 times. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. And that gets him to click 4. So that's how you defeat the characters.
Oh, okay. So you keep knocking down the dials.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as you were turning them, I see that like the combat values change and like the colors on it change as well. So, do they like
each click gives you a different power? In some cases, make you stronger. Like the Hulk, for example. The more damage he's taking, the angrier he's going to get, and he's going to come back and hit you hard.
so basically, what they did is they kind of try and keep it very true to the actual characters.
The character itself.
Okay, so like for example, let's take a Batman for example. He's a very like dark, stealthy. So is stealth like a thing in this game?
Yes, it is. As you can see on Batman's dial, over here you see the yellow Batman symbol, which gives him an automatic stealth, being a stealthy character. So whenever he's in, I didn't speak about terrain, but let's look at this green block, for example, that's hindering terrain. If Batman is there, you cannot target him with a range attack. That is a team ability which gives him that power.
So you can't shoot at him because you can't see him?
Yes, you need actually improved targeting to try and target him.
Okay. So there is ways to counter that.
Yes, you can.
Or if you like you can run at him.
Yeah, you can go and
punch him.
Punch him. You do a close combat attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. So you can do close combat attacks and then combat attacks over like across the board.
Yeah, it's good you bring that up because here on his dial, we see he has a number 5, with 2 lightning bolts. That means if he's on this square, for example, he can shoot someone 5 squares away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he has 2 lightning bolts, means he can shoot 2 people.
Oh,
Press them.
right. Yeah, so it's like bang bang.
Yes.
Both of you are down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting. So, and over the game, obviously, there is a lot of rules and stuff with most of these games that you'd have to learn.
Yes.
But in general, this is basically superhero chess in a way.
Superhero chess on steroids.
On steroids, yeah,
Yes.
of course. But now, an interesting thing that I'm looking at is, I see all the characters, but how do you know? Okay, can they just move randomly as many times as they want?
No, it's actually, yes, it's good.
Is it your turn, like 1, 1, 1, 1, or?
We start, if you play on the normal teams you build, is a 300-point team. For every 100 points, you get 1 action. So that means you can give a character 1 action per turn. The action then involves close combat action, a range combat action, a power action. What else do you get? There's free actions as well, but that does not count to your 3 actions per turn. So yes, that is how it's made up. Once you give a character action, you mark it with a token, like that, which means he cannot do any normal actions again for the rest of the turn. He can do any free actions, but not any power actions. Okay, so that answers your question. 300 points, you have 3 actions for your force. So even if we're playing with 5 characters on my force, I'm only allowed 3 actions.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, well, yeah.
So you can build a big army
with
for 300 points, but you can only have 3 actions.
3 actions.
But there's also specific characters that could give you more actions. With the new stuff coming out, like you have a lot of move or close combat actions for free, which doesn't count to your actions.
Okay, cool. And then does it work like chess where you move a piece, I move a piece, you move a piece, or is it like turn-based as in you move all your things, you do that, and then I do all my things?
Yes, exactly that. I have my round, it's made up of rounds. I complete my round, I hand over to you, you complete your round.
Yeah, and like I see there's like a lot of tokens, so do you just keep stacking, because that might be a little bit hard.
No, you can't. You actually have 2 actions per character till they maxed out, till they have to rest eventually.
Okay.
So let's take Batman for example. He had 1 action. Next round, after you've completed your turn, I'm going to play my round. Say, okay, I'm going to give him another action. So I'll give him 2 actions. Now he has on his shield, he has this white line running across it, which says he has willpower. That means he does not take a pushing damage. Pushing damage, normally if you did not have that line, you'll have to turn him a click, because you using him for another turn, you exhausting him, he needs to rest there.
Okay, cool. So in general, look, most of your geek hobbies in general cost money. Things like, magic can be very expensive. Most of your geek hobbies are. How does Heroclix compare to the rest of the geek hobbies out there in terms of price?
Yeah,
how expensive or inexpensive?
If you compare it to Magic, much more cost effective. If you're a meta player like myself and you're a collector and you want to get everything, it does cost you a bit.
Okay, so basically you treat this like Pokemon, you got to get them all.
Yeah, got to collect them all. Yeah, because again, each character, it's a unique variation. So you might have your Justice League Batman, then you'll have him an Elseworld Batman. So there's different variants of the character. You'll have a Hulk, a Planet Hulk, or a World War Hulk. So it's different variants that you want to collect and use it in different teams.
Okay, cool. And obviously, the higher the points in this thing goes, the stronger they get, or the more special their powers are, and you just want to see how you can collect them.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And you build them on that. You want to build one brute, if you can call it, someone with the attack, the close combat attacks, and you want to have support for him as well. Your healers, people who allow him to re-roll his attacks. Because when Phantom X shot Batman, if he rolled a miss hit, you'd want to probe that attack to make him re-roll.
Okay, so that's one of the powers, is like you can re-roll things.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's where it's much more different than chess, because it means these are other abilities.
Yeah. Like you said, chase on superhero chase on steroids. Yes. Okay. So if someone wanted to get into Heroclix itself, like if they watch this and they go like, oh, well, that looks cool, because I I just love the
They love the
sculptures.
sculpt,
You know,
yeah.
you can put them up in places. If someone wanted to get into Heroclix, how would they go to work? Where can they go? Where can they find any form of Heroclix, or just get in contact with you guys to start the game or to try it out to see if they like it?
We always here on Saturday. This is Nexus. It's our gaming venue here in Randburg. We have Fast Forces is the easiest way to get into it. It's just a normal pack of 6 characters with a rule book, with tokens, which is your objects. And yeah, it's an easy way to get into it. We are every second Saturday, and you're welcome to join us. It's myself, we've got Philip Galliford, we've got George William Flatt. There's people always playing here.
Okay, awesome. And they obviously, you guys are on Facebook and
Yes, we are. Heroclix SA, can get us there. Yeah. No, it's just unfortunate I don't have the meta pieces here, because then we can delve into that.
well, guys, if you like this video, share it with friends, comment below, and we'll do a follow-up on this and show you a little bit more of Heroclix, and actually maybe have a little bit of a demonstration in a game.
Yeah, and that's all your power pieces are being like a Galactus, some zombie figures, and for the geeks out there who know these characters, it'll be fun.
Yeah, so comment in the section below, like it, and then we'll do a follow-up on this, a little bit more elaborate.
Excellent.
Yeah. Mohammed, thank you very much.
Cool, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and comment below. If you leave comments, we'll do a follow-up on this, so remember that. And yeah, guys, from my side, till next time, game on and geek on.